Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd be showing you how I do this vibrant orange set with 3D flowers. These are the tips I'll be using today. I did get a bunch of them off AliExpress. I'll leave the link of everything I use in the description box. Okay, so my nails are pretty much prepped from my attempted set yesterday. So I'm only going to be taking off the shine from these nails, and I already pushed back the cuticles off camera. So I've sized my tips, and the only issue I have with these tips is that there's only one of each number in a pack, so you kind of have to use two packs for a full set, except if you really have small fingers. But the tips were quite cheap. I paid less than $1 for a pack of 24. I'm making use of the resin star glue to adhere my tips, and then I will trim down the sharp points of the nails when I'm done so that I can file this into a coffin shape. Alrighty, so I'm just going to shape this nail into a coffin shape, and then I will blend it into my natural nails. Usually when I try to create a coffin shape, I try to keep my hand file at a 60 to 45 degree angle so that I can get that perfect coffin, and then I do this like on both sides. You want to make sure that you do not overfile one side, even though your shape is going to be wonky. While this is on, I just want to say that this set took an unexpected turn while I was working on it. I planned to do a plastic wrap marble set, but it did not turn out how I expected it to be, so I went for plan B. Alright, so do not be alarmed about the plastic wrap or the nylon on my nails. It has nothing to do with the actual content of this video. Okay, so I'm just dehydrating my nails with alcohol, and then I'm going to apply a coat of primer on each nail. Now to the application part of this set. I did mix out my clear pink with super nail clear acrylic powder, and for those who haven't worked with super nail clear acrylic powder, it does set really fast. Okay, so coupled with my room being warm, my beads were setting a lot faster than I'm used to. Okay, so if your environment is cold, your beads will set slowly, and if your room or if your environment is warm or hot, it would set a lot faster. That being said, I was able to work with this powder by first brushing on monomer on my nail before working my beads. This helped to make my beads a lot wetter. In other words, it won't set as quick. And then another tip is to pick up small beads to work with so that you can move the product around before it sets, so you don't get a bulky nail. I didn't brush on my natural nail because I was a little scared that it would wipe off the primer that I applied earlier, and then it would generally I'll just have like a lifted nail, so I didn't do that. I've gotten to my pinky, and I'm just going to repeat the same thing I did on the last nail. First, I'm going to brush on monomer on my nail and then go in with my first bead. So guys, as you can see, this bead didn't go down to the end of the nail, and I had to like add an extra or smaller bead to fill that up, and basically because the bead had set so quickly. Okay, so I'd advise that you work, like I said earlier, with smaller beads because a larger bead would set just as quick, and you may not be able to work it around the nail to your satisfaction. And this is just a solution for those who aren't used to working with fast setting powder.
changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Memory lane, isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah.
I'm done with the application and I'm just going to file my nail. I'll show you guys how I file this hand and then I'll file the rest off camera like I normally do. I normally hand file my nails because I'm still saving up for a good drill, and a good drill is quite expensive. For example, D&D's nail drill is about $220. Converted to Naira, that's about 100k, and that's quite a lot of money for a nail drill, and especially for someone who isn't taking clients. So to file my nails, I do the sidewalls first, and then I go around my cuticles making sure it's nice and flush, and then I crisp up my free edge, and then I just check around to see if I've got like a smooth surface. I usually use my hands to feel around to check for bumps, and then I just smoothen that over. Okay, so I'm done filing my nails, and I did buffer off camera, and now I'm just wiping off with acetone so that I can get like a very smooth surface for a gel polish application. Now I plan to use the J&J Glam gel polish. I did do a review of their polish in my last video. I'd leave the link so you guys can check it out. But I do have two colors in mind that I'm not very sure of why. I later on settled on the orange. I wanted to make use of the yellow, and it was basically the choice between the yellow and the orange, but I eventually went with the orange polish. So this polish is called Sweet Mandarin, and it's not exactly orange. I just call it that because it's the closest that comes to mind. Anyways, I'm going to apply 2 coats of this polish, and remember to keep the coats of your polish as thin as possible. It would help it to cure, and then it would also give you like a smooth surface. Alrighty guys, we are back, and I'm just going to apply top coat on my ring finger and my middle finger, basically because I want to do some 3D arts on them. And the reason I didn't apply top coat on the rest of the nails is because I'm going to apply some rhinestone glue, and then I also want to kind of apply top coat on my rhinestones to make them shine.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah.
For my 3D flowers, I'm using the shimmery nude powder, which is self-mixed also. I will try to do a video on how to do your own self-mixed acrylic powder. But I did add some acetone into my monomer to help my beads set faster. Ironic, right? I know. Okay, so I'm using my size 2 brush from CHB Luxury Store, and guys, I'm falling in love with this brush. Last time I used this brush, I wasn't too convinced, but like I did say, it would take some getting used to, and this brush is just amazing. Okay, so I'm basically just picking up a bead and then placing it where I want it to be, and then I'm using my brush to press or make a dent in the center of the bead to create a petal, just like that. And then you can quickly mold the petals into any shape you want it to be.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow.
I'm done with these nails, but before I top coat them finally, I'm going to add some rhinestones to them. So to adhere my rhinestones, I decided to not use my rhinestone glue because my stones still keep falling out, and that's just so annoying. So I decided to mix top coat and nail glue. And guys, I literally just thought of this while I was doing my nail. I'm not certain if it works, but I'll let you know in my next video how like it turns out. So I tried to use my dotting tool to apply my glue because there was nothing else for me to use. Plus, it's quite gooey, so I think that's an advantage because it won't like run over the place. And then when I had any excess, I just used my liner brush to wipe off the excess or take off the excess. When you're done applying your rhinestones, you also want to cure it in the lamp because of the top coat so that it could all set properly.
Let go, so tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix
We're back from the lamp and it's time for top coat. I'm going to top coat these nails and also my rhinestones to make them shine, and then I will cure in the lamp and I'll show you guys the final review. This is the final result, you guys. I hope you like it. I think these nails are very pretty and I'm so pleased with myself. Let me know what you think. Let me know your suggestions. Be sure to leave a comment and I'll respond right back. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.